Okay guys, today we've got a 2014 Jeep Wrangler and we're dealing with camshaft issues. So this started out as me doing a tune-up and we just kept going a little bit deeper and deeper. I noticed that it was leaking oil into these little tubes. So I decided to dig a little deeper, thinking that I was just gonna do the O-ring seals, but come to find out, we are dealing with, as you guys can see, there's a piece missing here. It should look like this here. It's missing the lifter rollers. So this one, it actually fell out of place, and this here lifter is actually stuck. So we're gonna have to get this thing out of here. But not only that, is if you look at this camshaft lobe here, you see some grooving there. So that indicates an issue. And to look even more further, check it out, check it out. You see the valve spring is kind of not seated. The keeper anyway is kind of halfway out of there. It should look like this essentially, which you can't really get a good visual on these valve springs because you got the lifter roller, which is supposed to be in place, but it's not here. It's totally missing, along with this grooved camshaft. So that's essentially why we're having to replace the camshaft. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah guys, so just be mindful, this is a common issue on these 3.6 liter Penstar Chrysler engines. So yeah. Now the reason that we started with this whole repair procedure is that we were getting issues with performance, as far as this thing would literally stall out and sometimes even cut off in mid driving. You would be driving and it would just kind of like lose power, almost like, you know, a misfire sort of maybe, or even like a transmission slipping, you might think it is. And you may even get an illuminating check light flashing, and when you check the code, if you were able to right away, what I was getting was a crankshaft position sensor code, which we were getting a reading for, which I'm not sure if that's at fault, but this will definitely cause this thing to kind of lose power as it's doing. Seeing that lifter kind of jammed up like that, and the roller not on there at all on that cam lobe. So yeah, and I guess, you know, it's kind of was maybe tricking the computer, thinking that it's a crankshaft problem. The code was P0335, I believe it was, something to that nature, but it was for the crankshaft position sensor. So but we went ahead and replaced it. We got it working. We were also doing some we replaced the catalytic converters. I'm sure this issue been kind of like probably existing for a while now, because also that's another sign, I guess, your catalytic converters will start going out if the lifters are not working properly. You know, the exhaust, which is intake fumes, not congruent, thus causing your catalytic converters eventually to prematurely wear out. So I want to say that's all related. This Jeep only has about 140,000 miles on it, so just keep that in mind to know kind of the history of this vehicle. So once we get this thing all fixed up, I'm sure the power should be restored, is what I'm essentially assuming. That's my hypothesis. Don't know for sure. This is my first time actually dealing with one of these. So yeah, we're just trying to give you a telltale signs of what to kind of look for, maybe some symptoms that you may be experiencing, similar to what I'm dealing with mine, to let you know that if, whether or not you need to pull these valve covers and check for your lifters. Probably wouldn't be a bad practice, as this is a common issue with these 5.6, like I said. So just kind of, you know, be mindful of that and going into these, trying to diagnose these issues with these Jeeps. And this motor is this is applicable to several of Chrysler's engines. They're all in from the Chrysler 300s to the Jeep Wranglers, the Cherokees, all of those. So this is anything with that 3.6 in it. So that's my tidbit for now. Stay tuned for the service or repair procedure on this. We're only going to focus on this here, on this repair, on the bank 2 side of things. Bank 1, I'm sorry. Driver's side, bank 2. Passenger side, bank 1. So yes, we're focusing on bank 1, guys. On the passenger side is what we got here with the issue. So stay tuned if you want to know how to fix this, as we're going to get into it right about now. More so in the next video, which we will put the link in the description below for the repair procedure. This is just stating symptoms.